Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four version of She-Hulk. Now, the first time She-Hulk came out, everybody said she was a really good figure, and I said she was kind of good. There was some good stuff about it, and some stuff that wasn't so great, and the good news is this figure kind of fixed a lot of the problems. And there's a couple weird things going on here, but it's mostly a pretty good release, so if you are into Fantastic Four She-Hulk, you might just have won. But we're going to see, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before I show you the figure, I do want to show you my package. Good packaging. The retro packaging works, I think, best for Fantastic Four and Spider-Man when it's actually a retro package. I don't know if this one is or not, but I think it is. Either way, it looks good. Can't complain, other than the way she has to fit in the box. Her legs are spread apart and then her feet stick down here, so it doesn't look the best. If you're trying to display on the card, this may not be the best choice, but it does look pretty good otherwise. And there's the back. She actually looks better than the drawing, which is not usually the case, so that's kind of cool. And there you go. If you're into card collecting, it's kind of a good one, but also a little iffy due to her size, her stature. She's kind of tall. She stands just about 7.5 inches to the top of her hair. That's going to make her about 19 centimeters. Here she is up against Darwin. Has some significant size on him, which I think is appropriate. I got this at Big Bad Toy Store, by the way. If you want to get one, I'll put a link in the description below. I do believe it's still in stock. And like I said, it's a not bad She-Hulk. The last one had the problem where the knees and elbows were really mismatched. This one, it's not perfect, but it's way better, and when you're not looking at it under studio lighting, it's not going to stand out too much at all, so that's pretty good. Her blue is okay. They're not perfectly consistent across the top and bottom, but they're okay, and they managed to do what I thought would be very difficult, and maybe it was. They got that 4 inside her cleavage there pretty well done. Like, she's got some decent cleavages going on, and the 4 looks nice, so I'll give them that. The white stripe here, it's not great. The white painted up here, it's not great either, but it's okay. Her greens do look nice. They're pretty consistent throughout, other than the knees and elbows, which are pretty close. And I think the face is good still. I'm pretty sure this is the old face. It still looks nice. The hair is very well painted and sculpted, so that's a good thing. It's a good looking figure. The alternate face also looks pretty nice. So yeah, it's not any sort of impressive, super crazy good release or anything like that, but what's here is good enough. Now, they do have 2 issues. One is that she's got the thing going on with the Vulcan, same as with the Vulcan arms, where it's actually a separate piece. In this case, she has gloves on, so that works okay. Somebody keeps messaging me. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I didn't know my ringtone was on. But they also did that down here at the boots, and that's fine where they have the cut there, but they also have another cut here, which is actually, it's not just a sculpted detail, it's a separate piece of plastic, so that's really strange. It does look a little bit weird. Don't know why they did that, but otherwise it's a pretty good looking figure, and I think they executed well enough. So for Marvel Legends, I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Some paint would go a long way on this figure to shade it up a little bit, but it looks really nice for what it is. Now, as far as accessories go, you do have the normal head, then you have the one with the ponytail with a little bit of an attitude look going on, and I think that's a good sculpt, good paint job, and the ponytail does rotate, so that might be helpful for you when posing. For hands, she has the 2 fist hands, 2 gripping hands, and 2 style pose hands. That's pretty nice. And then you get the 2 dumbbells, which that's a good enough accessory. So yeah, this is a solid release for Hasbro. It's nothing crazy, but it doesn't take that much to be enough. A couple extra hands, a head, some accessories, that's nice. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 for accessories. That's pretty good. Now, as far as articulation goes, I'm guessing it's going to be the exact same thing as before, but we're going to review it anyway. Now, the hair obviously hugs the body pretty tight there, so this head doesn't do much. So we're going to pop this one off and see how this one functions on this double ball peg that is most certainly not that good, but wow. Whoa! That was a hard one to get on there. Alright, but let's see. So it does lean around a little bit. Not great, good enough. The neck is glossy. Is that... Nope, it's just actually shiny, so they screwed up the paint job on the neck. It's not super obvious, but it is a thing. But no lollipop. Not the best range, but it's okay. It'll do, so that's fine. Shoulders are going to get the full rotation. Better, slightly better than horizontal. Well, maybe just about horizontal. They're okay. Man, they're plastic. Look at that. It's another one where if you're not careful, you could probably take the arm off just trying to pose it, or at least tear that peg. Be careful, guys. If you're using this, You try to grab by the shoulder itself rather than down here on the arm. If you just flex it, you're going to potentially rip the arm right off the figure. That's a shame. Bicep swivel is there. Double jointed elbow. Works no problem. That's all right. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. That's pretty much standard. Diaphragm joint on this figure, pretty limited. Doesn't do a whole lot. It goes back a little bit. Side to side is decent. Going forward, almost nothing. Your rotation is okay. No joint down here. It should have another joint, especially since it couldn't have been hidden by that, and they didn't do it. For the hips, going out to the side works pretty well. Going forward, not too bad either. Going back, not really. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee is fine. Did you see that? The leg's getting ready to come off too. This plastic they use is unfortunate. Yeah, but good range in the knee. That's okay. Proportioning is reasonable. Like I said, you get a boot swivel. But most figures you can't just take apart. People like to complain, oh, you tried too hard. I shouldn't be able to do it. I shouldn't be able to do it. I shouldn't be able to just take a figure apart in 70 degrees. That's probably what it is down here in my review area. It's not overly warm. This plastic is just really soft, so that's unfortunate. Ankles do go back nicely and forward nicely, and the ankle rocker is good. So yeah, it poses well enough. Nothing special. Some spots not particularly good. It's going to get a 7 out of 10. It'll be fine. Alright, and now it's time for the final verdict. Is this some kind of crazy good release that's going to change the way people collect Hasbro Marvel Legends? No. No, it's definitely not going to do that. It is good enough, though, if you wanted the Fantastic Four version of She-Hulk, you could get this, and you're probably not going to be too upset if you know what Marvel Legends are like. It's a decent enough release from them. So I'm going to give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10. It's better than most releases they have, but it's still not particularly good, and in a lot of ways it's not very good at all, but you can probably deal with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's going to be it for me. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.